You know, I got to laugh at this one right here. Wait a minute. I just want to know, how am I pandering to white people? We're going to talk about that in a second. But before we talk about it, I need you to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And again, I thank everyone that is subscribed. You know, the video I posted of Brandon and Amazing Lucas yesterday. If you don't know who these people are, here's one, here's the other. And I had some people thinking that I'm pandering to white people because I grew up Brandon Tatum. Now, as I said yesterday, I don't know Brandon Tatum personally. But what I do is I support right things. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Since when is that a problem to say, well, I don't agree with that or I agree with this? But now we have people saying that if you don't repeat what you hear in the echo chamber, then something is wrong. Because I'm a conservative. I am a conservative. I don't make any apologies about that. I was a hardcore Democrat, but after I did my research and realized that, hey, the Republican Party at one time looked like this. And then I see that, look, let me show you something else. And look at this right here. It says the two platforms. The Democratic platform is for the white man. The Republican platform is for the Negro. And you see how they made it look back then. So this is old. This is something that was way back when. So if we know the history of America, we know that most black people, they was Republican. It wasn't Democrat. It was the Democrats that wanted to fight against abolishing slavery and all this. And the third, let me put this up here real quick too. It says here, the 13th Amendment, abolish slavery, 100% support from Republicans, 23% support from the Democrats. It says here the 14th Amendment, which gave citizenship to freed slaves, 94% support from the Republican Party, zero, a big goose egg, from the Democratic Party. The 19th Amendment, rights to vote, for everyone to be able to vote, 100% support from the Republican Party, zero support from the Democrats. And as we know with Obamacare, zero support from the Republican Party and 86% from the Democratic Party. So at the end of the day, because I am not a liberal, only liberal that I am, that I guess you could say I'm a liberal in, is being liberated from the mental slavery. I am a Christian. I am a believer in Jesus Christ. And I understand what the word of God says. He says, whom the Son is made free is free indeed. So I don't have to sit up here and be in this echo chamber, in this think tank, to try to pander to anybody, black, white, Hispanic, whatever. When I say like, comment, subscribe, you think I'm just talking to white people? You think I'm just talking to black people? No, I'm saying that if you enjoy the content and if you want to see more, then subscribe. It's just that simple. But because I spoke up highly about this man right here, Brandon Tatum, and I called this dude out in the video. I also said that I had no disrespect towards Amazing Lucas. I said he's a brother just like me. Clearly, y'all can see I'm black. I'm proud to be black. I have no qualms about being black, but I'm not just sitting there every day just talking about how black I am. And, you know, I'm black and I'm proud. Yeah, I'm black and I'm proud. I'm very, very, very proud to be black. I don't ever want to be anything else. I thank God that he made me who I am. And I'm comfortable in my own skin. I even said yesterday too, because I'm pandering to white people, I even said that my purpose would be to marry another black woman. That doesn't mean that I hate white people. I can't love God. I can't say that I'm a Christian and love God and hate anybody. I can't hate anybody. We're always talking about the white man and white supremacy and all this and the third. What I think is atrocious and what I think is an atrocity is what I see black people doing over there in Chicago and in New York. You know, just on Fox yesterday, I believe I was looking at where this gentleman was shooting at another gentleman with kids right there in front of them. But we always talking about what the white man doing to the black man. No, there are some things that white people have done that is very atrocious. I'm not going to sit up here and try to play games like slavery wasn't wrong and that slavery wasn't bad. But what I do understand is that most of the people that are living today in 2021, they were not slave owners. Some people may have benefit from slave labor. Okay, cool. If that could be an argument, and listen, that's okay. But what I'm saying here is what I'm trying to make a point is that most people now are not just sitting up here with their racist mindset. Are there some racists in America? Yeah. And the thing is, I'm starting to see it on both sides now. You got the white liberal that's sitting up here and Malcolm X. And then there's something that Amazing Lucas said that kind of troubled me. He said, well, you know, Malcolm X said you got to watch out for people like Brandon Tatum. But no, what he was saying is he said, watch out for the white liberal. See, a lot of people think that they doing us a favor by one using their voice like I'm helping you because I'm white and I have the white skin. This is the way the white liberal thinking. Well, I'm helping you and and I pity you. No, don't pity me. My thing is just celebrate me when I come up. That's all I want you to do. I don't need you to pity me. Only in America can a person like myself that had a criminal background, dropped out of high school, can go back to school, get my diploma, graduate with honors, go to college, graduate with a criminal justice degree, and then go back to school and get an IT degree. So I have all that under my belt in America, so I'm not going to poo-poo on America because America has had some heinous things that's happened. Do I suppose to step in and just hate on America and hate everybody in it? I can't go back to the past. If I continue to focus on the dark past, I will never see the bright future that could be ahead of us. That's the only thing I'm looking for. I'm looking to brighter days. I'm looking to my God to continue to lead me and guide me and to make sure that I don't let hate be found in my heart, because I can't say I want to go to heaven and then I'm sitting up here hating people on earth. How can I love God whom I have never seen in my life with my natural eyes, but I see men every day and I hate them? That's not the will of God. So again, if y'all got a problem with me because I'm a Christian and I stand up for Christian values, and because I don't support racism and I don't support, CRT and all that stuff, then yeah, that's a problem. Because see, right now, what I'm seeing now is there was a time in America's history, we got to own it, is that where white people looked at black people as it was something wrong with their skin. And I didn't agree with it when it happened then. If I was living back then, I wouldn't agree with it then. Just like I don't agree with now, they're trying to reverse it where it's a problem with white people's skin. Listen, beneath all this thing we call skin, it's called blood, and all of it is red. And when you're going through blood transfusions and all that, and you need a blood transfusion, that blood match your blood. All you want to do is somebody give you the blood. Real and truly, it doesn't matter what color. And as we know with the Civil War, we know that there was blacks and whites, that was Americans, true Americans, that fought to make sure that we can have the liberties that we have. So let me show you two quick posts here or two quick comments that really disturbed me and which kind of gave me gas, to even do this quick video here. This is the first one. The question was asked to me, why are the majority of your supporters white? Team Amazing Lucas. When I did the video, and if you go back and look at any of my videos, you never hear me say white people. Please, white people, join my page. It's just ironic to me that when you have black people that say that we're down for the cause, we here for each other, we here, but it's outsiders that support you more than your own. It makes sense when the Bible says that a prophet is without honor in his own hometown. It makes sense. So you got people that don't even know you that will support you, but people that look like you, quote unquote, they doing what what this dude here, right there, this dude was doing to this dude. You tearing another person down. I don't care who you are. We don't tear each other down. In America, like I said yesterday, if we was to get into a war tomorrow, do you think they just coming up here to bomb white people, or they're going to come and bomb black people? No, they just want to take out Americans. That's why I got the flag behind me. And I'm going to say something before I close out this video that may upset some of you. And personally, I can't make any apologies for what I'm going to say. And we just got to deal with facts, and we got to get our feelings. I'm sorry, black people that may watch my content and think that I'm pandering to white people. I'm sorry that I'm not emotional. I'm sorry that I'm not letting my emotions lead me. I always say emotional people are dangerous people. When people are moved by their emotions, I promise you, they don't make rational decisions. That's why you have to take a minute, take a beat, and say, look, let me get my emotions in check, and then I can make a sound decision. But as long as you make a decision when you're upset, when you make a decision when you're hungry, whatever the case may be, is never usually the right decision. We know this. So second post, this one. And I was trying to see how I can respond back to him, but I couldn't. Nigga, you in line for them butter biscuits like Tatum. And it's very clear. Shut the F up and get the F out of here. We see you. Well, guess what? I see you too. If you was that bold and you want to have a conversation with me, we can do it. Clearly somebody been looking at Tariq Nasheed because I watch him too. And that's what he's always talking about, the butter biscuits. But he usually saying that to the Democrats. That's what he's usually talking about. So you want to take somebody else's line, make it your own, and think that you're going to insult me? I'm an intelligent brother. I don't use all the big words that Amazing Lucas used to try to make myself sound more smarter than I am. I don't want to try to make myself seem more intelligent than I am. But at the same time, I know how to get with you when I need to, but I'm not going to try to change the tone of my voice to try to fit nobody's narrative or to fit in nobody's circle. That's not me. I am black, and I have a black experience, so I'm not going to try to pander to anybody. I just think that people right now want truth, and then when they hear truth, they gravitate to real truth. And when people are being authentic, they gravitate to that. I'm not putting on no qualms for nobody. I'm not really and truly, like I said, the people that subscribe, I am grateful. Thank you, because you helping me get some truth out. Listen, I talk about homosexuality. I live in that lifestyle, and I go against it. So again, I don't pander to nobody. I just call balls and strikes. If it's right, it's right. If it's wrong, it's wrong. But yet, and still, because more white people subscribe to my channel, and it's ironic to me that people take the time to go and look and see who's subscribing to my page instead of listening to what came out of my mouth. It's just crazy to me. But let me talk about this right quick, because I know this right here, this day, is a problem for some people. And I've seen some of the videos where people have a problem with Juneteenth. Let me make myself clear when I say this. Just because I support this doesn't mean that I don't support this. But I want to make sure that you understand there's a difference. In 1776, America, the United States, we were free from the British rule, right? But there were still black people that was enslaved. So we wasn't free. We wasn't independent. We didn't get our independence until 1865. So whatever you want to call it, Juneteenth, Emancipation Day, if you want to call it Juneteenth, Independence Day, it is what it is. That's the day we got our independence. And if some people got a problem with that, then really and truly, I don't understand that. I will have a problem if they said that Juneteenth was just for black people and only black people can have the day off and only black people can get days, get paid for being off for Juneteenth. Then I would have a problem with it. But if it fits everybody, just like MLK Day, he's a black man. If everybody get to have the same benefits from that national observance of the holiday, then I don't see the problem. So some people are really upset because they saying that July the 4th, 1776 is the only day we should recognize in America. I don't think that's fair. Because again, the Republican Party, they helped emancipate. They was the one that wanted to make sure that black people were free. So that's a part of history. So we can't just deny history, because in 1776, all of us was not free. That's a fact. That's a historical fact. Now, when we get into the point to where we just making it all about black people, and we're just saying that, hey, no, we're not going to let white people be able to partake in it. If they want to celebrate, help us celebrate, that's fine. Just like on Independence Day, even though black people wasn't free at the time, we still grill out, we still celebrate July 4th. So I think it's bias, or for people to have a problem with with black people taking observance for a time that we were free. So all these people that think I just pandered to white people, no, I call balls and strikes. It is what it is. And if I lose some subs, hey, it is what it is. That's just what I believe. I believe in being fair. So again, if Juneteenth becomes a day where we ostracize any other nationality, and we say that they cannot participate or they can't get the same benefits as we get, then I have a problem with that. Because see, when America became free in 1776, you know, now even what happened back then, we're still being able to reap the benefits of it. And what happened in 1865, we're reaping the benefits of it. And so all of that should be celebrated. If it's something that we did that was great and people are liberated, then we should celebrate that, right? That's just my opinion. So again, because I support this dude and I think this dude have fell off the wagon, does not mean that I'm pandering to white people. That's not me. Like I said, I love everybody. I love everybody. If I could love the man that murdered my brother, if I could still have love for him and no hate, if I could still have no hate in my heart for the man that molested me, if I can still have no hate in my heart for things that have happened in my life, because I've just gotten to the point I understand that it takes more energy to hate than to love. But because we're emotional, it's hard for us to love. And so I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing that game. So again, I'm not pandering to white people. If I'm saying something that resonates with white people from a black voice, then hey, cool. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed and commented and whatever the case may be. I'm me. I'm authentically me. And I can't be anybody else. You've never heard me get on here and try to use these big words and try to sound like I'm just so educated and I'm just so put together. No, I'm just me. And regardless if I'm at church, if I'm at work, you're going to get this. If you see me at Walmart, if you see me at the Dollar Tree, you're going to get this. You're not going to get anything other than this, because this is who I be. This is my existence. This is me. So anybody got a problem with white people subscribing to my channel, I don't think the white people have the problem. You have the problem. You have the problem. And I don't have a problem with them coming to my page. I don't have a problem with people disagreeing with me. You think because you're on the group me, I'm just going to take you off my page or I'm going to block you? No, I don't do that. Like, I mean, we have the freedom of thought here. We have the freedom of expression here. So if you say something I don't like, I just have a way to, I can say something back, you know, or I could just ignore you. But it doesn't mean that I'm just going to be like, hey, because you're not in the echo chamber saying and repeating what I said, then I don't want to have nothing to say to you. That's crazy. It's crazy. I ain't mad at Amazing Lucas. I pray for him. And then people they didn't hear that when I'm saying I'm praying for this brother. It's not to say I'm looking down on him. It's just saying, look, I'm praying for him because something has happened where this dude was able to reach so many people. And I just hate that the devil is trying to bring dissension between people that once were able to, that had the same goal in mind. And that was for all of us to be prosperous and be free and to live whole lives and to live happily. But now we're seeing this divide, and we already know when you divide something, it's easier to conquer it. I refuse to be divided on something that of my skin color. I'm proud to be black. You ain't bleaching no skin. I used to hate my dark skin at one time. I love it now. I really do. I embrace it. But I'm not sitting up here just every time I turn around. Yeah, I'm just a black man, and you know, I'm just going through this and I'm going through that, and the white people this and the white people that. I'm just saying. So if anybody's mad about what white people did back when, they should just be equally as mad as what black people are doing to each other now. Because again, when we see people being exterminated by the hands of people that they say they're supposed to be rocking with, that's a problem for me. I can't kill nobody that looks like me. Personally, I don't want to kill nobody. Am I locked and loaded? Yeah, I got me a peacemaker. That's called a 9mm. I got me one. But at the same time, I don't want to have to hurt nobody. I don't want to have to hurt anybody. But I definitely don't want to hurt nobody that look like me, because I love me. And so why would I want to hurt me? That's crazy. But yet and still we want to use this color thing and just want to kind of make this thing a big old thing, and just, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. As they used to say back in the day, we all black when the lights go off. So we need to get off of that. All of us derived from Africa. That's the motherland. Everybody knows that. So I don't understand, like, why people are tripping. We are all one race, and that should be the focus. Should be human. We are humans. Last I checked, they still bury black people and white people 6 feet deep. Last I checked, they still embalm white people and black people and whoever else, unless they killed them and they bury them a different way. Black and white people still got to be coming to the earth the same way. You still got to have a sperm and an egg. I don't understand like why we making this thing a big issue. Ain't nobody got here any different than the next person. We're all human. And until we start saying that, we're going to continue to see the divide. We're going to continue to see the hate going from both sides. And as I said yesterday, I'm not trying to get in a racial war. Not that I'm afraid and not that I will pick a side, but I'm just saying we don't need to do that. We need to come together because this country is already being torn apart. I mean, the seams are just coming to loose day by day. We have a regime up in the White House, or President Biden, that's just sitting up here just tearing up America. Racism did not really become this big old thing until Obama got into the White House. This is called balls and strikes. We had a black president for 8 years. What did he do besides cause a greater divide? And then we had this President Biden saying that he was going to be, the uniter. He was going to bring us together, and he's doing nothing but separate us, talking about white supremacy. Listen, I'm in the South. I'm in the deep South. I'm in North Carolina, and I was born in South Carolina. One thing I've never experienced is white supremacy. Most white people, being truthful, they didn't mess with black people. They didn't never say anything to me out of the way. And I mean, I'm 41 years old. I never had that problem. Never. I had some idiots that may have, rolled past me and called me the N-word. But out of my whole life and my experience with white people, it hasn't been white supremacy. It hasn't been that. So I can only speak about my experience. And I'm not taking it from talking heads like Don Lemonade and Anderson Cooper and Cuomo, and I'm not taking my shots from Roland Martin. I'm not taking my cues from them. I can only talk about my experience. And so if people got a problem with my experience and me keeping it a buck about my experience and saying that, hey, I've experienced more hate from my own people than I have white people or Latino people or Asians or whatever, then that's not my problem. It's not my fault. That's all I got to say. I'm done. Like I said before, I need y'all to, continue to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And listen, I'm not pandering to anybody. I'm just calling balls and strikes, and I'm calling it like I said. I don't hate nobody. I don't have no time for that. It takes too much time to hate people. I went through those periods of times where I was hating people and mad at people because of things that happened to me. But what I had to do was I had to change my mindset. And now that my mind has been renewed and I read the Bible, thank God for his word. That helps me not walk around here with hate, because no one can say they love God and hate anybody. Many of us, ain't no black person, no white person, nobody on earth worth me going to hell because I hate them. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? And I'm not going to sit on earth being miserable because of hate. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to have a mental illness or a mental breakdown because I've let hate stay in my heart so long that it's making me crazy. You crazy if you think I'm going crazy. Not going to happen. So I've said what I had to say, and that's it. Again, I celebrate America. I thank God that I was born in America, because I could have been born in a third world country. So I really thank God I was born in America, where I do have liberties. At the same time, the day is Juneteenth. My family and I are getting together. We're having a barbecue. I make no apologies for that. We're celebrating our freedom. But it's not to sit up here and say, well, we're going to sit around and talk about white people and how they had us enslaved. No, what I'm doing is I'm celebrating the freedom. I'm not focusing on the atrocity that led to the freedom. I'm focusing on the freedom. See, I'm looking at the positive. I'm not looking at the negative. So if anybody got a problem with that, then again, it's not me to have a problem. It's you. But again, I love you. I thank you. And y'all stay up and stay blessed and have a wonderful, safe weekend. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.